Hello, my name is Karolina. Science Architect is a powerful systems modeling software program that helps you analyze and manage scientific knowledge. If you want to learn how to use Science Architect, this video should be the first thing you watch. I will show you the essential things, such as how to work with a project tree where you can store scientific information in a hierarchical structure, how to associate scientific statements with original research articles either through a file or a link, and so on. Once you start a Science Architect program, you will see the initial window. In order to create a new project, click on File and select New. You will be prompted to enter a project name. Once you have entered the name, click OK, and an empty project will be created for you. On the left-hand side, you will see a section where you can add your scientific information. To begin, you will need to create a component that contains the information of the first scientific statement. To do that, select the project folder and then add the required text into the text field at the bottom of Science Architect window. And press the Add button located at the lower right corner. As you can see, a new component was created inside the project folder. We can repeat this process in order to add more information. In order to remove the component of interest, you have to select the component and press Delete. As you can see, the component is deleted. There is a different way how text with the component could be added. To demonstrate that, I will open a scientific article. I will find a statement that is of interest for me. For example, this one. I can copy it, and in Science Architect I can select the container of interest, press the right mouse button and select Paste as a component. As you can see, the component with the copied text is created immediately. In this case, you do not need to enter text manually in the text field below. After the work with the project is done, we need to save it. To do so, navigate to the File menu and select Save. Then choose the location where you want to save the project and click the Save button to complete the process. In order to open an existing project, navigate to the File menu and select Open, and choose the project of interest. In this case, I have opened a large project that has many components. In order to open our previous project, we need to follow the same process. Navigate to the File menu and select Open. And select the project that was created during this tutorial. The section on the left-hand side of the program window, where we added some information, is called the project tree. The reason it is called tree is because you are able to store information in hierarchical structure, where one component can contain multiple other components. To demonstrate that, we will need to create a few folders. To do that, first we need to select the component where we want to add it. In this case, we will select the project component. Next, we need to click on the drop-down menu near the Add button located in the lower right corner and select Folder. Once we have selected the folder type, we can add text in the text field and press the Enter key on the keyboard or click on the Add button. As you can see, the folder has been created. and it has a unique icon that distinguishes it from the other components. If necessary, we can add another folder inside the one we just created. Once we have created some folders, we can fill them with statements or other components. To do this, we need to select the folder where we want to add the new component and then choose the type of component we want to add. In this case, I will add statement. We also can add a statement into the parent folder. To do so, I need to select it and add the statement. This is how we can organize our information into hierarchical structure. Interestingly, we can add specific components into the statements. For example, I can add a comment into the statement. Also, a scientific statement should have a reference to an article or articles, which contains the details why the statement is true. To add a reference into the statement, you need to select the reference type in the drop-down menu. Add the reference information into the text field and press the Add button. We can also associate a component with a file. To do this, we need to select the file type, which will bring up the Select File button. We can then click this button and navigate to the file we want to associate with the component. Once we have selected the file path will be added to the text field. We need to make sure we have the correct statement selected and then click the Add button or press Enter on the keyboard. This will create a link to the file, which can be opened by clicking on it. The file can be any type of document, such as PDF, Word, or Excel file. In this example, we have associated the component with a simple text file. To hide the inner components of a component, simply double-click on the component. As you can see, applying a hierarchical structure to scientific information is relatively easy. We can add folders and information at any level of the hierarchy and hide information when we don't need it. This allows us to organize and manage scientific information effectively and retrieve it quickly when we need it. As you may have noticed, the Science Architect program allows you to create different types of components. To see what types of components can be added to a selected container, simply select the drop-down menu. As you can see, there are many different types of components to choose from. For example, we can select the problem type. Enter some text in the text field and add it to the project component. But what if I made a mistake? What if I wanted to create a folder instead of a problem? We can easily convert a component by pressing the right mouse button, selecting Convert to, and choosing the component type you need. As you can see, I have converted problem into folder. I can repeat this process as many times as I like. For example, I can easily convert this folder into goal or any other type. Another thing that we can do is to edit a component. To do that, you need to press the right mouse button on that component and select Edit. Edit area will become active, where you will be able to change the text. Once it is changed, press Enter to apply the changes. To get a better view of how a real project with real scientific information would look, we can open an existing project that was created by my colleague. As you can see, here we have quite a few folders and statements. Statement can have a reference. It can be a link. For example, I can expand the statement. As you can see, it has a reference with 2 links. We can press on one link in order to open the website with an article. Here it is. This article has information about why the statement is true, and if needed, we can explore this article for more information. How many times have you encountered the problem of trying to locate the original article of a statement, but did not know where to find it? The Science Architect program can help solve this problem. It allows users to store scientific statements in a convenient structure and associate them with links and files that lead to the original research or other relevant content. By using Science Architect's filtering feature, user can easily find any statement and navigate to the original article. I will introduce how to use the filtration feature in upcoming tutorials. Final thing that I want to address is the right section of the program, which is the Specification tab. Notice when I select the component on the left side, information on the Specification tab changes. The Specification tab provides detailed information about the selected component. This includes the type of component, what children it contains, and so on. This tutorial provides a brief overview of how to use the 3 sections of the Science Architect program. Now we can start learning how to model scientific knowledge systems in diagrams. I will teach you how to do that in the next video. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Goodbye.